Hello everybody! So we have the 21 Ascent back in our possession, finally. With that, it's been about 6 weeks since we've seen the car, so it's nice to have it back, as while that Crosstrek was convenient, I noticed the quality in that vehicle is way different than this one. So with that, kudos on Subaru for making the Ascent more livable on the interior. But let's go ahead and talk about what happened. So I will preface this by saying, the car has 94,000 and some change, so the mileage is a little bit higher than your traditional 21 Ascent. You probably have fewer miles. So we had noticed a little over a month ago that the vehicle started growling. And that's the best way to describe it, is it sounded like a dog getting ready to attack in some situations. It didn't happen all the time, but when you would give it gas and then of course let off, it would just sound a little bit weird, but then it started to growl. So we took it in, and Subaru said, we're gonna need to keep your car for a little bit, just to of course run a thorough diagnostic, which I am fine with. We have a warranty on the car up until 100,000 miles, and thank goodness this happened. But if I had not had the warranty, what I'm about to tell you is that the car would have basically put us out about $6,000. So what ended up happening was the exhaust had cracked, and it sounded like they had to replace the manifold. And then afterwards, they had to go ahead and replace the intercooler, and the cam cover was initially leaking on the passenger side. However, it got noticeably worse, and they had to replace the phaser, if I'm not mistaken. So I have to look through the report, but basically it was a pretty extensive job. The repair report is almost as long as my capstone for graduate school, so it was a pretty thorough examination. And it was just with that, it was kind of surprising, to say the least. I was like, dang, I didn't realize all this stuff went wrong. And the car didn't really warn us either. So that's one thing about Subarus that I will give them, is the car will still run despite odd things here and there, either leaking or not operating correctly. And with that, because every time this car, the only time it's actually shown us was when the strut went bad on the right side, it was banging. But in terms of the leaks and such, it's never actually shown us its face. The only thing that I remember it doing one time, maybe twice, was that it was hesitating between 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs. And that's where I think maybe this is where the intercooler issue was presenting itself, or maybe even the exhaust leak, because of the fact that, it's got to all be in tandem in order to get adequate induction. But I was just like, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. So that kind of shocked us both. I'm glad that we did get an extended warranty at the time that we purchased the vehicle, because that would have been markedly expensive. The car, however, drives great now. No concerns or anything of that sort. Adequate power. Now, I did notice, and this was kind of interesting, because when you drive a car for a while, you get used to the car acting a little bit differently incrementally, because you just don't really feel it. And additionally, also, you subtly adjust your driving habits to mimic the similar conditions. After getting this car back, of course, with that, I had been in the Subaru Crosstrek for about 5 weeks. After getting this car back, I noticed a definite improvement in performance in comparison to when I drove it to the dealership. So definitely the car does run overall better. I'm hoping to see better fuel economy from it as well, because unfortunately gas mileage is not this car's strong suit. But with the parts working appropriately, of course, now we won't have to push the vehicle as hard. But yeah, it's nice to have this car back. Honestly, you don't really realize the difference in the car models until, you've been in a few of them. And I will say the Ascent holds up great. That Crosstrek, God bless it. It was a cheap car made for individuals who want cheap transportation. The car drove great. It never really had an issue. It was smooth. But with that, getting into these bigger vehicles like the Ascent, for example, Subaru really focuses on these vehicles more, which is understandable. You're paying more for these cars. So not really going to complain too much there, but again, so excited to have it back. I really don't like driving loaners, because, the loaners are usually something I wouldn't have picked. But occasionally we've gotten lucky. We had another Ascent before this, one time as a loaner as well. So it's not too bad, but I mean, I do like the fact that, you know, we don't have to worry about now waiting for a vehicle at a dealership or something like that. So that's overall nice. But in this instance, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. The Ascent is back in our possession, and with that, just driving it home right now, and we'll go from there. But if anybody has any questions or concerns, please feel free to hit me up, and yeah, have a good one.